Meeting the course and how it is designed. So I'm going to share more about the course design and the course requirement, and then we will end with a short tour of island site. American Kinesiology Association. This is one of two governing association of the field. There is another one, National Kinesiology Association. According to American Kinesiology Association, this is their career center where they share positions, available job positions out there, and then you will see the jobs are falling into about 7 different categories, like aquatics, physician's assistant, athletics, exercise, physiology related jobs, personal trainer related jobs, adaptive physical activity related, massage therapy even, and then those are the areas they're tapping on. However, the jobs in our field goes beyond that. More specific career opportunities that our kinesiology majors pursued are listed here. These are also only selected. And as you can see, a lot of you are interested in physical therapy, occupational therapy. However, there are some jobs related to medical field and a health field, including physical activities. And also, chiropractor is another fast growing areas that kinesiology students follow. As their career path, and exercise physiologist, public health related exercise epidemiologist, ergonomist, and that's becoming more popular these days, and sports writers, and sports psychology, sociology, physical education teacher right up here, and physicians. Number of students from kinesiology are pursuing their advanced degree to become orthopedic doctor, sports medicine doctor, like that. Youth sports coaches are rising these days also, and geological biomechanist, and that's another one. And number of our kinesiology majors also pursue the law enforcement related jobs as well. So when you look at all these job opportunities on this slide, my question is, what do you see as the common aspect of all these jobs? Can you think about 30 seconds? What do you see? What is the common thing there? Except the one, geology. It's about human, right? And movement, body movement. Because of that, in our field, our major put human movement in the center, moving human being. Then, and we formulate our degree curriculum. Because of that, you're learning lots of classes related to conditioning, techniques, and environment and culture that surrounds a human being and human movement, and also their mind and how that mind interact with the environment. This particular course, sports and exercise psychology, is not about sports psychology. It's about human performance, movement in a society. That is the course. It's kind of social psychology. Okay, so if you think this is a sports psychology, and you will see a lot of sports related examples in the textbook, but the way I lead this class, you will see whatever you learn can be applied any form of a performance. Okay, so when you are working with a human being, you as a future professional in OT, PT, physical education, coaching, fitness, exercise, physiology related one, when you work with a human being, you are playing a role as a leader. One or two people or individuals collectively as a group, you're leading them toward what? Better goal, better performance, better outcome. So in a way, you as professionals later on with the kinesiology degree play a leadership role. You could lead a large group, you could lead 1 to 2 or 5, 6, 7 people. So my next question is, to become an effective leader in your field, what kind of factors and skills do you need to have and understand? If I ask this question in face-to-face class, a lot of students will say, oh yeah, communication skills, motivational skills. Yes, those are the really key understandings, right? Whatever you said, all those skills and factors falls into 4 different components. Leaders' qualities here, members' qualities here, which is almost the same thing. Okay, you will know why soon. Leadership style, leaders' behaviors is different from leaders' qualities. It's something more learned, okay? Then situational factors. These are 4 components that effective leader should be mindful if they want to become a successful leader in any field. Examples of leaders' qualities, members' qualities, leadership styles, and situational factors. This is a topic that you're going to learn in the third topic of this course, leadership in sports and physical activity. So you will see I'm putting this slide back to that lecture, okay? So members' qualities, it's about their ABC. I call it ABC. Affect, A, B, behaviors, and C, cognitions, their cognitive process. So it's about their anxiety, their motivation, member, your followers, if you're a coach, your players, and their confidence level, their attention skills, their motivational skills, even their gender, age, ethnic background, their skill levels, other background information. That's members' qualities. That's what you need to have a great understanding. Another one is leaders' qualities. It's you now. Understanding your own expectations, your own anxiety, motivation, confidence, coping skills, other resources, understanding group dynamics, and then your own gender, your age, your ethnicity, and then your leadership experience all becomes your quality that you need to understand yourself very well. Not only followers, but yourself. Then your leadership style, which normally develops over time, like your reinforcement skills, how much punishment, positive reinforcement do you use? How about your communication skills? How about your understanding of group dynamics, group cohesion? How about your motivational strategies to create motivational climate? Not only strategies, but climate where your members will feel and then their ABC changes, their affect behaviors and cognitions changes. What type of style do you have? If you don't have, what type of style would you like to develop? That's something that you need to pay attention. Then situational factors, which include activity types, size of groups. Activity types could be individual sports or team sports or individual based activity, you name it. It can be all different. Size of groups, time availability of the team, history of the groups, tradition of leadership, support of significant others around that group team, equipment level, goal, mission of the team and group, and gender, age, ethnicity of the group and skill levels. Being mindful of these situational factors, having all balanced understanding of all these 4 help you to become an effective leader. So using this one as a foundation, in this course, we're going to start with understanding the field. Welcome to Sports and Exercise Psychology. What is their history? What do they do? And then what they are working for? I want you to have that understanding because this is not about sports psychology only. Okay? Then our first topic will be leadership. I'm going to repeat what I just said last few slides again to have a full understanding. Then we are moving on with understanding members and leaders' qualities, which include personality, anxiety, arousal, attention, motivation, confidence, and how to set goals, which is closely associated with the motivational topics. Then we will move on, understanding leadership style, behaviors, and group process, which include 3 topics right there. Lastly, applying the knowledge in practice, exercise and adherence, children in sports psych. I'm not going to introduce new topics. Instead, you will see me applying a lot of these topics that you will learn into those settings, exercise settings and children youth sports settings. Okay, having that said, now we are going to go over ILEARN a little bit and the course requirements, okay? So here we go. ILEARN first, you will see me, multiple different faces. I mean, you get to see only me in the small window. I could look like one of this if you see me throughout the semester in a different outfit, okay? So I thought I'm gonna just put my different hairstyles there so that when you see me later on, you don't get, surprised. Okay, so this is me, and when you see me on Zoom for any meetings, you will see me with different hair again. All right, and again, my email there, my office hours, how to schedule your appointment. Click that, and when you schedule the appointment through this link or via email, here is a Zoom link, and you use password to get connected with me virtually. Okay, then right below that, you will see course syllabus, all that, and I'll get back to that shortly. So, course objectives in this course, what are we going to learn? We are going to learn, the objective is learning 1 through 6. First 3, underlined red. Participants, movers, your clients, your athletes, your students, characteristics, and how such characteristics influence. The characteristics, I call it again ABC, affect, behaviors, and cognitions, influence their participation in physical activity. Physical activity is not only exercise, not only sports, but even rehab setting, movement rehabs, or any other performance. How participants ABC influence that physical movement performance. Okay, that's number 1. Be able to do that. Number 2, the other way, participating in that movement, physical activity, exercise, and sports, how that participation in physical movement influence participants ABC. So participating in sports make them more aggressive. Participating in sports make them more confident. That's the topic that you will be able to describe. Then you're going to learn about leadership behaviors and then how that leadership behavior influence participants ABC again, including performance, mental, physical performance. After that 3, which is foundational understanding, you will apply what you learned into the real world. It could be your own examples. It could be the scenario that I'm going to provide so that you can apply what you learned, scientific knowledge, into it. Then you will also, through this course, critically compare your own ABC in relation to effective leadership qualities found in physical activity settings. So you will learn successful people do this, and where are you at then? And then you will do some questionnaires and all sorts of things so that you can reflect yourself and understand your leadership qualities so that you can refine it, develop it further, or retrain it if you have unhealthy leadership behaviors or approaches. And then you can redirect it so that you can become an effective leader. Lastly, you will do some intervention strategy activities by applying what you learned to the real situations. So all this, reflecting, understanding, feeling, and thinking, all requires not only your own learning, so your own learning and understanding and reflecting, but also you need to interact with other people. What they say, how they think, his perspective, his view, her perspective, her view, their perspective, their view, all that, right? To be able to learn that, this course requires lots of group work. I know that is challenging, remote learning. It was challenging in face-to-face also, but there is a huge benefit doing that group work and group interactions in small groups and large groups. And then I'm going to talk about that a little bit more later. But because of that benefit, this course really emphasizes group work. Not all of them though, but big chunk will be done by as a small group or up to 5 people. Okay, course requirements, class textbook, old version. This is much cheaper, and I checked it already. Different vendors, including Amazon. Foundation of Sports and Exercise Psychology, blue color. Okay, not anything different than that. You can get e-version or PDF, or you can get hard copy, and then get this one as soon as possible. And a lot of students says having textbook was very helpful to successfully finish this course. Okay. Course requirements. Now, these are all the activities that you will do almost every week. Okay. First one is the forum topics weekly. I have a total of 13 forum activities, and you will post it your own. If it's individual by yourself, if it's a group, as a group, collectively discuss question and post it as a group. Then individually, you will reply to other people's, other groups' post. Then that'll give you the grade related to forum topics. When you are replying to other people's posting, you're not going to just say, oh, I agree. If you agree, what do you agree specifically? You need to elaborate your reply, okay? That's the forum topics, 13 of them throughout the semester. Reading quiz, almost all topic has a quiz weekly, and it's a multiple choices or feelings or true false or matching like that. And most of them you have 2 attempts except a few, which will be 1 attempt, and that'll give you 25% of grade. Where this reading quiz are coming from, I didn't have much complaint about this. It's from the mostly lecture, okay? Only handful from the textbook. So having good understanding of the lecture slide is critical, okay? Lab activities and review questions. Lab activity, total of 10 of them, and then you will do individually or as a group. Okay, and when you respond to lab activity questions, it's different from forum. Forum, many cases, I ask you your experience. Lab activities, you will have to use what you learned from the lecture and the textbook. I call it scientific knowledge. Use scientific knowledge to respond to those questions. In a way, I want you to look at treat this lab activity responses as a weekly test. I don't have a midterm, I don't have a final exam, anything like that. This is a weekly test. Because of that, you will see me really strict on my grading. If you don't answer to the question, then you will see I don't give you the credit. However, if you answer to all questions well mixed up with your reflection and the course topic that you learned, you will get full credit. I have a number of groups got full credit on lab activities and when they used what they learned from the course and not their own experience only. Okay, so that's a lab activity. Compilation of all activity give you 10%, and you will see when ILEARN is published, there is a little tick box. And when you view material or you got a grade, so sometimes you viewed the material, but it doesn't give you automatically tick box. You have to wait until you get grade. Or there are multiple requirements to get that tick box checked, which means you submit it, you get the grade, then it get ticked. Okay, so just follow through assignment, then you will end up getting that box ticked. If it doesn't get ticked, in spite that you believe you did everything, reach out to me. Sometimes the system could have error, okay, and problems. Course reflection essay, which is last one, and it's a long essay paper based on last year, which when I tried the first time, average about 5 pages, but I don't limit the pages. I don't give you a specific formats. If you are familiar with APA, use that APA format. I have seen about half of class students actually submitted in APA format last year. If you use it, I appreciate it, but you will answer to this question more more specifics of this course reflection essay, you will get it in week 4 when we have catch-up application week. So more details on the way. As you can see here, a lot of them says, oh, individual or groups, individual or groups, individual or groups. Like I said, there will be big chunk of work that should be done as a group of up to 5, minimal could be pair, 2 persons, okay? Why is it important to do the group work? I want to emphasize this one. It's intentionally designed into this course. Like I said, this course is not basic science course that you memorize and you build your knowledge. This is a social science. You understand the human being and how the human being interact, that ABs interact with the environment. So your only view is very limited. I mean, they're very narrow. So I want you to have opportunity to listen and hear how other people view and think about the same topic. Okay, so that's the one reason, and then there are a lot of other reasons, and then I laid it out some there. So as you're working as a group of more than 2 people, you can pull knowledge and skills together, and as you're talking through the discussions and explaining from each other, it becomes peer teaching so that you can refine your understanding. Sometimes some assignments are very complex. It requires multiple steps. And when multiple people look at that task together, and then you can break it down better, right? That's the skill also. And a very important job skill, which is collaborative skills and enhancing your communication skill, it comes from this group dynamic process, which is the skill that your graduate school always asks us to rate about you when we write reference letter. So we are in a way intentionally putting that into my class, not only my class, other classes in kinesiology, you will see requires a lot of group work. We are intentionally doing that so that you can develop a good job skills as well. Also, a number of students last year also said they learned a lot from peers by watching them, what they say, how they think. And then that's another one. And these are only handful out of so many. Because of that, I have to continue group work. And I know it's hard remotely. Like I said, it was hard in person too. But that's the skill that is so critical in your career, okay? And in human life as well. So let's pull that together with your positive approach to group work. We can have a positive experience. Now, grading, course grading and policy. I have a policy. If you ask me to revisit your grading your paper some weeks later, you're not going to get that opportunity, okay? So you need to get back to me as soon as I post it, your grade, then you don't agree with my grading, get back to me immediately within a week or so that I can revisit and talk it through and either change my grading or confirm the grading, okay? Then, and your final letter grade will be determined by all these activities. As you can see, lab activities, like I said, I have 10 of them, forums, 13 of them, quizzes, 12 of them, course reflection essay, and completion of all activities. I can check when you logged it in, how long you stayed, all nuts and bolts of your online data. And then based on that, I check your course completion. And that gives you 10%. So you don't have to worry about it if you follow through what you're supposed to do weekly. Then that'll determine your total score, 100% scaled, then give you the letter grade. Okay. In terms of feedback strategies, how do you give a feedback to 80 some students online together? I use one-on-one direct feedback on sometimes forum, not all forums, and lab activities particularly. It's a one-on-one direct feedback, okay? And there was a little issues with the Turnitin last semester when I put the feedback and it doesn't show my text box. So I changed it, assignment submission strategy this semester, so you should be able to see my text comments there. If you don't see it, get back to me, okay, so that I can give you more detailed feedback on your assignment. So that's a direct feedback, one of many collective feedback. I don't respond all of them, but collectively I gave a feedback based on the trend and misunderstandings or what you did well, and I try to include them in my weekly class note that I send you every Monday, and or I just do in your forum once in a while. Okay. And then require the peer-to-peer feedback activity, which is in a way forum that you're replying to other students posting. Then self-reflection, which is related to final reflection paper, lab activities, and then forum. I don't use a Turnitin anymore, so I'm gonna remove it. I'm gonna just get rid of it. Yeah, forums, and you will see some of them are more self-reflective. Okay. And then direct automatic feedback, which is your quiz and activity completion. So sometimes you will hear me one-on-one, sometimes you will hear me as a group, and sometimes you will hear from your classmate. Those are feedback strategies in this class. I have more policies that I want you to pay attention, and it's a part of your quiz related to syllabus. You have a syllabus quiz this week, and this is again course content, more detailed. We start with introducing the field and learning about effective leadership, then move down to understanding leaders and followers, the qualities, then behaviors, then applications. All these topics scheduled into semester. Okay, this is a schedule that I want you to follow through. So as you can see, this is the one that I've been talking about, blocks. So I publish first 3 topics on January 25th. Okay, first week. Then you have access all of them. However, weekly deadline for week 1 is Sunday of that week. Week 2, Sunday of that week. Week 3, Sunday of that week. Although I open all of them on January 25th, quiz, that weekly quiz that related to each topic, will be open only on Monday. Got it? That's very important. If you missed, replay this part of the video lecture and then listen to it again. Open up 4 times, and the weekly activity assignment due every Sunday of a week. Then quiz will be open every Monday on the week of the topic, and then due on Sunday that week. Got it? Now, format of the island. After instructor information, right below, important resources, course syllabus grade book. Course syllabus is right here. Course syllabus diversity statement for me to share my views with you all, and then I hope you all develop your diversity statement related to what you do, and it's right here. Then grade, how to check a grade. When you check a grade individual assignment, please use island grade. However, that island grade is not accurate to give you your projected overall grade. That's very inaccurate. It's hard to navigate, maneuver around island grading. So later on, about a month later, you will see projected and scaled grade in Excel sheet, which is entire class. About 80 of the students will appear right there so that you can see not only your grade, but what's going on in this class. And of course, using, I'm not going to identify who you are, but you will see whole classes grade as well as yours. Then there are other resources that I want you to pay attention. And as you can see, these are the tick boxes. As you are doing what's required for each activity, it will be ticked like as you can see right here. Okay. Then this is weekly format. Every week you will see the lesson 1, week 1, and goal of the lesson. After this lesson, what you'll be able to do it. And then things to do, lecture and key content that you need to watch before you move on to assignments and activity. If you have any questions related to this week's lessons and topics and assignments, post them right here instead of emailing me, because your questions could be other students' questions again, like I said earlier. Okay, that's for all. And in next lecture, we'll be welcoming you to Sports and Exercise Psychology, Chapter 1, and we will cover about a third of it. Before I let you go, I want to do a little tour of Island, okay? So this is Island tool, and then I'm going to, oh, I need to make it this one bigger, but it doesn't work. I could not do it. Okay, so here we go. I made it bigger so that you can see. So this is our island. It's my view, so somewhat different. Welcome to kinesiology. Welcome to Kin Photo 4 class, and then this is information you will see. Then important resources that you just saw on a lecture slide, and moving down, tentative course schedule, which you just saw. Also, R is available in this part. And I'm going to shrink it down so that you can see now okay, let me just close it all. So part 1, which is our first blog, will be published 1, 2, 3 lectures on Monday, which you will see all of them, and lecture key and assignments here. Do you see that? Your understanding of course syllabus quiz is right here that you need to finish. Then week 2, history of the field and scientific knowledge and professional practice knowledge. Then week 3 will be chapter 9, which is leadership in sports and exercise. I'm going to publish all of them on Monday. Okay? All right. I'll see you in the next lecture.